Welcome to the next lesson, and hope you have solved the 50 puzzles that you are supposed to have solved. If you've not, then this video is not for you. Go back to the previous one. And if you've not watched any of the series and you don't know, let's say you're still new at chess and trying to understand what mate is, then you can now you can just follow my YouTube channel and try to watch some of the videos. Okay, so in this position, we need to do what we call a blind swine's mate. Now, you all know what a swine is. It's a little piglet, I think. Yes, but this time around it's blind. Why is it called the blind swine? Once again, let's leave this to the authors of those who made or gave it the name. All right. This checkmate usually involves the two rooks stacked up on a straight line. Right, so in this position, let's just say so what can we do to do a checkmate? The first thing you want to look at is look at all the possible checks. So in this position, if you go check, this is one check, this is also another check, these are the only two checks, and remember, you need to look at all of them. If you go check this way, you probably might sack with the rook. He definitely will sack with the rook, not probably, and then he's just going to escape. Okay, what if we do a check this way? He's forced to play this move, and then we can do another check which forces him to go up, and then we can do another check which is now a checkmate. I'm sure that you don't know what I mean, but let me just show you. Now after this check, you can see the king is limited with options. The only square you can move to right now is this, but we're going to go here, check, forcing him to come up. And no, we're not going to take the free rook. I know you want to take the free rook. Don't take the free rook. What are you going to do in this position? The final move that is a checkmate, and the only move that is a checkmate, getting the other rook over here. And this is how you usually do the checkmate of the blind swine's checkmate. The blind swine checkmate, usually two of the rooks are going to be stacked up doing a check, and in this position the king cannot move this way because there's a pawn stopping the king from doing so. And let's look at this position. We already have our two rooks, and like I said, the major reasons you're solving it's not because you're likely going to face it in a game or in every game that you play. You might face it, but not in every game that you play. It's because now that you're seeing two rooks, already something should be telling you that, okay, I'm looking for a blind swine mate. Let me just see if he blunders a blind swine mate. And once you can do that, it's going to be very, very easy for you to play and do a checkmate. In this position, he's attacking our rook. We don't want to exchange because we need the two rooks to do a checkmate, remember. So you don't want to lose the two rooks. And what are we going to do now? Start looking for other checks. Doing this is one check, but we don't want to lose the rook. What other checks do we have? We have this and we have this. Now let's look at this move. If we go here and he attacks this way, now our rook is hanging because there's a knight blocking this rook from protected. If we say we want to move the knight away, let's say going back here, then he exchanges rook, which we do not want. Okay, let's look at this check instead. What if we go here, knight check? The king cannot move down because of our king, cannot move to d3 because of our king again, cannot move here because of the pawn. So he's forced to move to this only square. And if he goes here, we don't want to do this check because now he flees away. So what other move are we going to play? So after knight goes to d2 check, this is going to be a checkmate. Again with the two rooks and with some of our pieces stopping the king from moving diagonally forward, right? So this is how we're going to be doing the blind swine's mate in this position. Similar to the first puzzle we solved, we're going to do a check, and then a check. Our pawn is responsible for stopping the king from moving towards the f3 square. This position too, still the same thing, but you need to be careful. Very careful. Now, if you do a check, he moves up and you're like, oh, I can do another check. There's no pawn stopping the king from going here. So you need to find a piece that stops the king from moving out once you have gone check. And look carefully what piece stops. Definitely not going to be the rooks. You need the rooks to do a checkmate. So you need to look for a piece that does. Oh, we have a bishop. How can the bishop moves? Boom. This is going to be a check. and he blocks with the pawn. Okay, let's take. He blocks with the bishop again. Okay, if we take, he blocks with the pawn. Now don't get cranky and then take on the pawn on f3. That's going to be an absolute blunder. What you're going to do is just go rook h2, and this is going to be the checkmate, ladies and gentlemen. So this is for the blind swines mate. So always try, and when you have, let's say, rooks or opportunities to double up your rooks, especially on your king side to do an attack, this is the kind of checkmates. This is one of the checkmates that you should try and be looking for. Blind swines mate. Thank you.